Boom! What is up, Wanderers? We are back with another One Take Bag review, and today I've got something really fun from a maker that I've really enjoyed over the years, Mountainsmith. Mountainsmith is known for kind of brightly colored lumbar and hip packs and some backpacks for hiking. It's an outdoors company, but today we're looking at this. The Mountainsmith Adventure Office in the small size. So an adventure office, what the heck is an adventure office? Well, it is a purpose-built kind of a tech pouch from Mountainsmith, which is great because this is what I specialize in. Tablet-based EDC carry. This is a crossbody bag. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, this is built for me and built for my channel and built for my viewers. So let's dive in, see if they built it right for us and see if it fits our needs with a tech-focused EDC bag. All right, so first off, you know what we do on this channel. We're gonna do a one-take bag review. And I got a wrinkle to that review today. We're gonna try something new and I'm gonna need your feedback on it, okay? All right, so one-take bag review straight through. We're gonna get into this bag, inside, outside, all the nooks and crannies. And at the end of the walkthrough, we're gonna do two things we love about the bag, two things not so much, and an overall recommendation should you get your hands on an Adventure Office, cool name, from Mountainsmith. All right, let's dive in. So first off, you can see that this bag is almost blacked out, murdered out, as the kids say. So it's almost blacked out. You've got a very in-your-face logo here, Mountainsmith. Designed in Golden, Colorado, like Coors Beer, USA. It's got the anvil logo, it's got a mountain, it's got a moon, it's got all kinds of words. So it is not a subtle logo. On the back you have even more branding, and the tag that normally says Cordura, it says Adventure Office Small. So you got the logo, you got the tag for the bag, you got everything going on here. Is it too much? I don't know. I kind of like the look of it. So without it, it would be just a black bag, which I think some people would prefer. But for those of you who do prefer that, do I have it here? I don't have it handy, but you know, Sharpie technology exists, black, not yellow. You can black out a tag like that fairly easily and nobody would see if you're good at coloring. All right, so the bag itself is a fairly heavy-duty nylon material. There's nothing to say about it. It is what it is. It's not incredibly fancy, but it is a nice, well-constructed bag, all in black. Further exterior features, you have a grab handle up here that is fairly piddly, I would say, would be the word that I would use, piddly. I grabbed this bag by the handle a lot. I'm gonna have to add a neoprene handle cover of some sort because this is uncomfortable. So that's a strike, really. The strap itself is very nice, though, in contrast to that handle. Yeah, it fits well. It rides very much like the quick draw that we just reviewed from Green Room 136, like the new side keep. Is that right? Tom Bean just came out with one of these bags. I'm gonna get my hands on one of those too. But a tablet based, it's not a full sling that you sling across your bag. It's not an oversized or upsized fanny pack, which I kind of thought I was gonna get from Mountainsmith. But yeah, what it is a really nice crossbody with a messenger strap. And the messenger strap is good, but not great. They could have gone with a slightly more upscale material if they wanted to, but this is the part that matters on a bag like this, and it's very well cushioned and very well done. I found that there was plenty of play in the adjustable strap itself to get it just right for me. So overall, well executed. The hardware is nothing to write home about, but it also feels like it's going to hold up well for a bag this size. All right, now I think it's time to get into pockets. On the back here, you have a bit of a drop pocket. I didn't find myself using this pocket because it just kind of, I would have preferred that they had done two on the sides here or offset it a little bit. But the way that this pocket sits, it kind of is up against your hip the whole time you carry the bag. So I didn't end up putting anything in this little slip pocket right here. It's about yay big. And I think it would fit anything that's, you know, the size of a packet of 3x5 cards with no issue. All right, front pocket, right here, up top. What do you have? Well, you got gold. There's gold in them there mountains. So look at that, really nice. Now it's time for the wrinkle that I told you about. I'm gonna try something new today. We'll see how it goes, and I'm gonna need your feedback on it. This is a requested feature quite a bit on the channel. People want to see an overhead shot of the bag. They find it a little bit difficult to see the pockets from this angle. So we're gonna try something different. We're gonna see how it goes, and you'll have to let me know because we're going into the overhead camera. Right now, we're here. Look, everybody, it's the overhead camera. All right, here is the bag from Mountainsmith. Check it out. So this top pocket we talked about, you can see here, it's got a yellow liner with an anvil pattern. Inside the bag, we have space for a wallet. And I've got just knickknacks in here, of course. Knickknacks, knickknacks, knickknacks. Boom. All right. What else do we have in this bag? Well, you have a nice little hook here as the mechanism for keeping the bag closed. And, you know, whether or not you like that, I guess is a personal preference. Is a little G hook here. Okay, so we're gonna flop it open, and you can see one of the issues already. My knife and my flashlight have both fallen out of the pocket that I had them in. So here in a second, we're gonna look at that. Then on the front here, you have a pocket that runs just this dimension here. It also is lined with this gold material with the anvil pattern, which I think is really nice. And then in here, I've just got some medical supplies, but practically speaking, I may end up putting some of my other EDC items in here so that we don't have any slippage or loss of those EDC items. All right, next thing I want to talk about is this bottle holder. So over here on the side, you have a bottle holder. It is not very big. So for comparison, this is just a regular tumbler. But when I unzip this all the way, it opens out and is plenty big for a tumbler. Again, what am I going to deal with? A little bit of slippage if I set the bag down on its side. As I'm carrying the bag, not an issue. Not an issue. All right. It's got a little poke of that yellow down in the bottom too, so kind of nice. On the other side here, we have another pocket. This one has hook and loop closure. Inside this pocket, which is not yellow lined, I've just tossed in a little wallet and an electronic holder. You can see nice little pocket. Usable, hook and loop closure, not fully secured or tight. Now, we're into the main compartment. Look at this. We got a lot going on here. So first off, I have my iPad. This is an 11-inch iPad Pro in a Magic Keyboard, and it fits with no problem into this bag. In fact, the 12.9 would fit with no problem, as would most smaller 13-inch laptops. That is a neoprene laptop sleeve, and it's got the padding from the back of the bag on the back side, and it's a little bit suspended off the main, the floor of the bag by about a centimeter. I've tossed my Kindle in here. Bag within a bag from Green Room 136, a little knick-knack pouch, just dropped right into the middle here. And you can kind of see the shape overall of the pouch now. And you can see that most of the organization is on the front panel of this bag. You've got a little drop pocket right here and a key leash, and I've attached my AirPods to that. You've got a zippered pocket here that I've tossed in a pair of blue light blocking glasses, but a pretty good size zippered pocket there. And I could put a whole wallet in there with no issue. Then you've got 3 pen compartments here, one of which is a little oversized, and then a slip pocket here. The slip pocket is where I was putting my knife and flashlight until I realized that they are a little too slippery. And I could, I guess, clip this down, but then it slips into the pin pockets a little bit hard to get into. So, you know, ultimately I'll end up swapping out, putting something less heavy in these pockets. But you can see a pretty good amount of space here. It's got kind of an anvil shape, ironically, on the inside of this pouch. And lots of space to put, you know, anything you want. You could even conceivably put a jacket in there. But I found myself needing to put a bag within a bag with my cords and chargers because there's not really an excellent place for chargers in this array of pockets. So, you know, potentially they could have done a slip pocket on the side here for a battery backup to slide into and another one over here for cords. But, you know, for a bag this size, there really is a good amount of storage. So, yeah. You also have this, which is another just kind of slip pocket that I found myself not using on this bag. So, good amount of storage, good amount of nooks and crannies and spaces overall in the bag. All right, so we're back to the main camera. You'll have to let me know what you thought of that overhead look and, you know, how it works for our one-take format on the channel. I will listen to your feedback. Okay, two things that we love about the Mountainsmith Adventure Office Small. If you're wondering, yes, there is an Adventure Office Large that you can get your hands on as well. So the first thing that I really like about this bag, frankly, is the execution of the, so what is the right way to say this? It's the execution of the concept. So this is a company that normally does hiking goods, and they strayed here into what would an office-based carry for us look like? What they could have done is just taken one of their normal bags and zhuzhed it up a little bit for the office, put in a better tablet sleeve, but they really rebuilt something from scratch here. And I enjoy the execution. I think the pockets are, for the most part, pretty useful. I think the neoprene laptop sleeve is really nice. And they've done it all in a way that they've been able to keep the cost way down on this bag. Not sure what you would expect to pay for a really nicely built bag like this, but check out the link in the video description. I think you're going to be surprised at how cheap you can get your hands on this bag. I hate to quote prices because prices jump and change a lot, and these reviews stay on YouTube for a long time, but you can probably get your hands on this bag for less than $60. Nice job, Mountainsmith. All right, so that all being said, solid bag, well executed. Another thing I really love about this bag is the gold liner. You guys know I love a high contrast liner. I think the gold in this really pops against the black, and I think they've done what a lot of companies should do when they build a bag like this, which is just go for it, swing for the fences. Yeah, really nice, really well executed. It feels great to wear, and it says Adventure Office, but I could see this being much more than for the office. I could see this, you know, you don't have to use this as a tablet carry. You could put maps, you could put magazines in there. This could be a museum carry. This could be a small hiking bag. For anybody who prefers this kind of strap feel for a, what do we call this, a postage strap? I need to come up with something better, but like a messenger strap for a bag instead of the tight crossbody feel. This is another great option, and there's more and more of these bags coming out, but this one's been out for quite a while, so good on you, Mountainsmith. Good organization, good construction, high contrast interior, lots to love about the bag. Okay, two things that I think could have been better about this bag. The first thing I think could have been better about this bag is the actual closure of the main compartment. This G-ring, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Now, what could they have done? Oh man, they missed an incredible opportunity to use magnets on this bag. There's not a single magnet on this bag, but man, it would have been good. This floppy panel could have synced up to some high-strength magnets down there, and man, would that have been a joy to use. Yeah, so in version 2.0, Hopefully no G-ring and instead magnets. That would be so nice. And then what else is a little bit impractical about this bag? Well, you saw it. The pockets are just really loose, really loose. So all the pockets on the inside are really loose fabric pocket panels. And because of that, if you turn your bag at all, if you flop your bag down at all, if you set your bag like this at all, what are you going to get? You're going to get things slipping and sliding out of the pockets. I did not enjoy that, practically speaking. And because of that, I had to be really cognizant everywhere I went of setting my bag down flat. Okay? Now, good news, the bag sits flat. It doesn't flop over. So you don't have to worry about that if you set your bag properly, but it is just something to know about. If your bag falls over, gets knocked over, your stuff may just start to slide in here. It's why I ended up going with a pouch within a pouch, which actually, frankly, works really well in this bag, and I could have gotten 2 of these in here with no issue. Okay, that's it. That's the review. 2 things I like, 2 things I don't like. Now an overall recommendation. Should you buy the Mountainsmith Little Adventure Office? Yeah, it's a good bag. Now, the problem with this bag is that I just reviewed another bag that falls into exactly the same niche. And that other bag is this. And if given the choice between the two, the Adventure Office or the Quick Draw, unfortunately, the build quality, utility, and awesomeness of the Quick Draw make the Adventure Office a little bit unnecessary. But that being said, you may like the look and feel of this bag a lot more, and if you do, yeah, it's a great bag, and it's cheap. It is cheaper than the Quick Draw, but not by so much that it's an absurd idea to pivot to a slightly more expensive, but slightly better bag. So, large fanny pack that actually is a useful tablet carry, check. Good bag. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope, as always, that if you did, you tell your friends about the channel so we can continue to grow and continue to see the best bags in the world and bring them to you on a weekly basis. Everybody, thank you so much for the support, and we will, of course, see you next time. Bye for now, Wanderers.